Recording. Si, if you want to give an opening statement, kind of why UConn, and then we'll just have you guys you can just unmute and ask questions. I won't do the hand for anything. So go ahead, Si.
Silas Demary Jr. Obviously, everybody knows I'm committed to the University of Connecticut, but the reason for just coming here, just want to be the next great point guard. Obviously, guys won back to back with great guards like Tristan Newton, Stephon Castle, and you look back even farther, Shabazz Napier, Kemba Walker. Want to be a part of one of those names. I wanted to come to a program that has been about winning, and I feel like I've been a winner, but now I want to win in college. And I feel like Coach Hurley and his staff, one of the best staffs in the nation, just being able to come and learn under those guys and them coaching me hard every day is just something I was chasing. And I appreciate UGA for putting me on the platform, won a lot of games there. And now I want to just go to an even bigger stage and showcase who I am. And UConn was a school I wanted to choose.
All right, go right ahead, Dave. You can just fire away.
Silas, when you hear Dan Hurley say that you're, exactly the type of big guard that UConn loves, that he loves, how does that make you feel?
Oh man, it makes me feels really good just to know that one of the most famous and coveted coaches in college basketball is wanting me to come play for his program and telling me how he wants to use me in his program and his system and I'm just grateful for it and I think it's a great fit. He kind of me and him have a lot of similarities when it just comes to basketball and then off the court him just being personable, me able to have that relationship with him and just have an open-ended conversation and knowing that I can be comfortable with my coach.
You mentioned some of the great UConn guards of the past. I don't know how familiar you might be with Tristan Newton and what he did here, but a lot of people are already. I know you're your own player, you're your own man, but people are kind of comparing you to him a little bit. Do you know what Are you familiar with what he accomplished here, and would you say that that's a fair comparison?
Yeah, I would definitely say it's a fair comparison. Obviously, when I was on my visit at UConn, his film was kind of the same. Me and him kind of looked like together, like them showing me how they would use me. It was a lot of Tristan's highlights and him defending, him being able to make shots, make plays. It was just that was the mold that they were showing me, and I was like, I can see myself going there and being able to do the same type of things he does. And looking at when he was there, he had an incredible jump just coming from ECU to UConn, winning that ring. I think he was averaging 15, 6, and 6. So just looking at his growth from where he came from into him winning that championship there, it was nothing but a great thing for me to see because we have a lot of the same similarities and traits.
Hey, Silas, go ahead, Dave. Oh,
I just said
Silas,
thanks.
welcome. I wondered it might be that film session that you just talked about, but what part of your visit was it that made you decide, like, yeah, I belong here?
I'll probably say I think when I first saw Coach Kamani Young, he was just like, man, there goes my PG. And I think me hearing him say that gave me a lot of confidence in myself. And it just made me feel secure with who I was and secure with him, knowing that he's going to be there for me. He's going to be that guy. But I would also say just being around the coaches all day. We were together pretty much the whole day from breakfast all the way to dinner. So just getting a feel for them, it just felt right. I had that gut feeling that Coach Hurley and his staff was just the right staff for me to commit to. And obviously, I ended up choosing some guys, and it was just the right fit for me, and it felt right.
Thank you.
You can go ahead, Anthony. You guys can just fire away. You don't need to use your hand.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just setting everything up. Um, Silas, what excites you about playing with the young guys that are coming in? We've got a number of McDonald's All-Americans. What excites you about the guys, the new guys, and maybe some of the guys that are staying, like Stewart, Jalen Stewart?
Yeah, I would definitely say the young guys they're bringing in. I think Braylon Mullins is his name, and Darius Adams, obviously McDonald's All-Americans. They're coming into a program where they're willing to work hard, be coached hard. Just looking at those guys, they're gonna come in ready to work. And I think me just being the leader that I am, I'm coming from a program where I was leading, just coming here to still wanting to lead. I think those guys are open to it, and I know they're gonna come in hard, coming in. They're gonna come in ready to work, and I think me being able to help them out because it'll be their first summer versus me being my third summer. So being able to, being able to give them positive affirmation and know that coach gonna coach you hard, but it's all for a good cause and to not let it get to you. Then looking at the returners, you got Terrence Reed, Jalen Stewart, Solo Ball, Jaden Ross, they all coming along. So, talking to those guys on the visit, they were it just felt right just being around. I think at dinner, they were sitting on the opposite side of me, but we was just having a conversation the whole night. So those guys welcomed me with open arms, and like I said, it just felt right from the jump, and just being around those guys was kind of the icing on the cake.
And just a quick follow-up, you've been on the campus. It's a small campus. It's not in a big urban area. What are your thoughts about being on a campus that is much smaller and probably not going to get as much attention as some of the campuses that are in urban areas?
I'd say for me, I thought campus was beautiful. Just riding up, seeing it. It to me, it was somewhere I was like, man, this is somewhere I can come be comfortable and have fun. Obviously, basketball is the main course why I'm here, basketball and academics, but being able to be on a campus, obviously I'm coming from a school that had a huge campus, but I think being on campus is more intimate. You get more of a feel. And I think that for me, that's just where I want to be, and it just felt right.
Thank you.
Let's want to fire away.
Yeah, Silas, you talked about how much you enjoyed the idea of a big stage, and obviously this is a program that is routinely in the tournament and is coming off of back-to-back titles. Is has watching their tournament play at all in the past 3 years influenced your decision at all of joining UConn?
Yeah, I would definitely say, they went back to back. It's not really, it's hard to do to win back to back. And I think them coming after me and me meeting them halfway, just noticing that in my past, I've been a winner and in the big stage is somewhere I feel like I thrive. So I feel like them reaching out was, I couldn't wait to come up and start that conversation. But like you said, this is a program that's built on winning and having the big stage. And I feel like it was time for me to come to that stage. And I think that's why I ended up here.
Go ahead, Mark.
Silas, wanted to ask you a quick question. When the staff approached you, did they say that your game reminded you of anybody or any of the comps that people use, like Tristan Newton or other combo guards that UConn has had in the past?
Yeah, it was definitely. They told me I remind them a lot of Tristan Newton, and then obviously I played against Steph when we were back in high school, so we've had those battles, and like they said, we kind of play similarities and have the same traits, and I think that's kind of what caught my eye, being able to use those bigger guards, being able to defend at a high level, because I would say at times they struggle to defend this year, and I feel like that's a void I can help, and then help other guys become better defenders, and then just being able to lead. I think they lack from the point guard position outside of DR. Like he had to play 30 minutes a game, so just having another guy that can come in and play alongside him, like they said, they would have been able to plug me in this year. They felt like it could have had an even better run. So I just felt like just looking at that and talking to those guys and really seeing myself in their style of play, it was like an A+ for me.
Appreciate you, man.
The last call. We got about 10 through. All right. Really appreciate you hopping on, Silas, and we'll see you in store soon.
Appreciate y'all.
Thanks for the time.